All right, here's something else to think about this morning. Going green the next time you party it up this summer. You know it's going to happen soon. Amelia Baker is back with Green Alternatives in her pretty polka dot party dress. It's a party now that you're here. Folks are probably planning for, 4th of July, graduations. We just had Father's Day. And the good news here is, folks are going to hear go green with your party, and they're going to say, don't take my paper plates away.
Right.
Don't take away my plastic forks and stuff.
I don't want to wash dishes.
Right, but you don't have to.
Right, you just have to go eco with your disposables
Yeah.
as well. And of course, if you do want to do reusable, there are reusable options that are more party-centric, so that if one breaks or you lose one, it's not a big deal. And you could do that with bamboo.
These
They're
are
very
so neat
affordable.
looking.
They're durable. You can use them over and over again. Bamboo, some strands of bamboo can grow up to 1 meter a day, so it's very sustainable.
Yeah.
That's what makes it green.
Okay.
And then you can also do that with, if you wanted cups, these are recycled plastic cups. And again, if one breaks or you lose one, not a big deal.
No big what? So can these go in the dishwasher?
They can't. Like wood, bamboo shouldn't go in the dishwasher.
All right. So just know that about them, but they are very cool looking and sustainable.
Absolutely. So if you wanted to go totally disposable and not wash a single dish, you can do that as well. These plates are actually made of sugarcane bagasse. So when you press the sugarcane, you're left with a really fibrous material. And usually it just gets burned off or discarded. So now they've turned plates out of it.
This is a very sturdy plate too. So if it's, your heavier meals, sauces, things like that, that's a good durable plate.
And these are biodegradable and compostable. And it already existed, so it takes very little energy to create something like that.
Are these, how do these stack up to, like, say, the, styrofoam plate or something like that?
They're definitely a little more expensive. Styrofoam's about as cheap as you can get. But if you're having one party a month or every couple months or something like that, I'm sure you could rationalize the purchase for one pack of plates.
Well, it's just better. It's just better for the environment. Now, I was a little surprised to see these.
Yes.
Because this looks like the ordinary offending plastic, not recyclable cup to me.
But it's not. It's actually made of corn and veggies. So it's a vegetable resin that it's made out of, and it's biodegradable and compostable.
So you just serve it. Here you go. Corn and veggies. I'm just kidding.
Everything you need.
That's cool. I like the little shape.
But it looks and feels just like plastic, and it has durability like it as well. That is for cold liquids. If you put something hot in there, it will start to break down.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that most parties will have cold liquids as well.
In the summertime, too. And you said this is recycled plastic?
Recycled plastic and recyclable through their preserved cups, and Reserve will take them back to be recycled.
Now, explain this, because again, it looks like plastic fork that you normally would say you can't use it.
Same story as the cups. It's made of mostly potato resin, but potatoes and veggie resins, and you can use it in hot foods as well. So it's not like you're going to dip it in and the fork's going to start to bend on you.
But I mean, sounds like you could eat it, so it would be all right. I don't want you to skip over these things. These are my favorite.
Those are intended for single use, and they're very affordable. So if you're going camping on a picnic, something like that, you can grab a bamboo spork, and they're not glazed or anything, which makes them really quick to break down. Which is why they're single use. But they are an actual spork with a spoon on one side and a fork on the other side.
It's like when you get the little paddle you get, like the ice cream cups, except it's a little more functional because the spoon is actually a little bit deep, and the fork prongs are deep enough to do something with it. That's neat. Now, these are very pretty, too.
Those are bamboo as well. And then, of course, cloth napkin. And you can just toss the cloth napkins in with whatever you're normally washing. So it's not really any extra wash if you can just toss the handful that you have in from a party.
And that gets, look at that. Look at the owls on that side. Those are cute. Some folks would say, well, why aren't paper napkins okay to use?
Usually paper napkins, if you're not getting 100% recycled, they're using a virgin pulp to produce them. So we're cutting down trees to wipe our mouths and throw them in the garbage.
Yeah. So you're just saying it's about making less trash.
Right.
If you're laundering napkins, you're just not making as much trash.
You're not having to pull directly from trees.
I'm going to set this. Try to leave things back the way I found them. These are really neat. What other tips do you have? For people, throwing parties, when the party's over and it is time to clean up? Do you want them to, I would assume, keep in mind, not everything goes in the trash. Maybe they'll have some stuff that goes in the recycle bin instead.
Yeah, look at trash recycling, and you might compost yourself or have a neighbor that composts. Definitely get rid of all of your compostables appropriately as well. If you have a garden, you can just till them in yourself. But definitely pull away the recyclables. I'm sure if you have a party of lots of cans of pop or something like that is easily recyclable and definitely gets gets repurposed almost immediately. You know, a can of pop being trashed in the recycling can come back on the shelves in as little as 90 days. So it actually is getting repurposed into another can really quickly.
So maybe before even people come over, instead of just setting out the one barrel for trash, maybe set up a cycling thing too. So as their party's going on, people are doing a little bit of the sorting for you.
I know when people come to our house, they hold up something. What do I do with it?
Yeah, I bet they do. These are, did you say these were recyclable?
These are not recyclable, but they're biodegradable and compostable. So you can compost them if you'd like, or you can trash them and they'll biodegrade back into the earth.
Okay, our producer Virginia wanted me to ask if there was like food left on a plate, if you could recycle it. But if you're throwing it in the compost, see if that's perfect.
Right.
It's fine.
Absolutely.
Okay, there's your answer, and lots of good information for everybody watching today. You can visit Amelia Baker at the Green Alternative Store. It's inside the fantastic Five Points Community Farm Market right there on Church Street in Norfolk. Thanks so much for coming back.
Thank you.